Well, hello, Cancer. I hope you're doing amazing. Happy holidays. This is your reading for January 2020. If you're new, hello, my name is Amber. It's nice to meet you. If you're returning, thank you for lending your energy to the channel. Of course, you know it helps me make my readings better and better and better. So, thank you. Also, if you find anything here that you can use for January, hit that like button so I know. If you find anything here that someone else can use for their own healing, we love to share healing, so go on ahead and send that to them. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below, or you can go to this little website up here. I'll be more than happy to do that for you, okay? So let's pray. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy, what do you have for Cancer for January 2020? What would you like for Cancer to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Trickery is your first card. Perfection. It's so funny because while I was shuffling Cancer, these are the cards that kept like shuffle. I kept seeing in my hand. So trickery, perfection, and soulmate. Okay, Cancer. So it looks like in the past you've had problems with trusting the right people in relationships, love, or as friends. And it's not because you don't know how to choose people or anything weird like that. It's just because you wish for the best in a situation. What's interesting is I feel like, how can I explain this? So I feel like there may be two things. There may be someone in your life who's trying to help you better yourself or do better, or you're doing this to someone else, okay? Either way, that person that is speaking up, whether it be you or them, are trying to build a good basis for everything to be on, but it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way to the other person. So I feel like even though you and this person are going through some hard times or like some communication issues, you both still want the best. Either you want the best or they want the best. Whoever's doing the speaking up is wanting the best for the situation. But it feels like to me like the other person isn't ready. So this could go both ways. But it's interesting because this person is speaking their mind or feeling, they're saying harsh things because they want for things to work out. It's like their way of trying to fix a situation, but they're doing it in their own way or their own energy and not matching yours, or you're not matching them, depending on what whose situation this is. All right, Cancer, let's get into your cards. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Justice. Death. Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Hermit, Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, the World card, and the Page of Wands. Okay, Cancer, some of you have met someone new. Some of you know a younger fire sign that is that doesn't want to settle down. Okay. And it's about this cycle coming to an end, or it's just about you trying to get something in your life off the ground that isn't really for you. It feels like it's not really for you. It's not really taking you anywhere. It's just something that you're passionate about. It's adventurous, fun, but it's not really going anywhere. And it's like this cycle needs to end. It's over. Okay? So this could be a friend or someone you work with. And regardless of what has been happening, on and off, back and forth, whatever, you've been maintaining the situation. It's almost like you've come to some sort of knowledge. This is more past energy. You've come to some sort of knowledge that you need to cut things out of your life so things can be more balanced. Some of you are trying to balance the scales in your life. Do what's right. Some of you have had some really hard things to deal with. Drug addictions, divorces, custody battles, something big like that. And there came a point where you had to cut these things out of your life in order for you to find balance, or in order for things to be right law-wise or just right, period, in the bigger scheme of things. Okay? So what's interesting is, I don't know if you went back to this person, but I feel like there is a talk, a big old talk. And you're expressing exactly how you feel, what it is that you want, what it is you need for things to progress forward in a way that they need to. You're initiating or trying to initiate a transformation in this situation. You're trying to get this person to work with you and to see it your way. And you feel like this is the better way, the middle way for things to go. Yeah, you feel like justice is on your side. You feel like balance is on your side. The truth is on your side. And it's almost like you're trying to express this to someone else so they can jump on the wagon with you. So what's interesting is you have done a lot of thinking about this situation. The fact that you're struggling to get this person to see and to understand, it has taken a lot of compromise on your part. And you start to realize that you have a hope or faith for this person because you know who or how they used to be. You respect who and how they used to be. And that's what's giving you the feeling like you should give this a chance or try to work with them. There may be children involved as well. Old memories with this person that are really good. But when you realize that you're on the path of nurturing balance and justice and what is right, this person is not. Okay? So even though, with soulmate, it's like it's a lesson for you to see that sometimes people are brought into our lives for us to learn something and then move on, right? So I feel like you're learning that sometimes you have to let go of something for the right or the greater good. You can't let your passion or emotion drive you. Sometimes you have to let justice, balance, and the universe work things out too. Because, it's like you're tired of going back and forth through this with this person. You don't want to get hurt again, and it's time for it to be some sort of ending. It's the new year, right? So you're tired of this and you're ready to end whatever this is, like, for reals. Yeah. So there were issues, Cancer, I can see. Even though you were trying to compromise and work together, it just wasn't making anyone happy. It wasn't making you happy. It wasn't making the situation happy. It was just compromise. But you're deciding that through wisdom and knowledge and just being through this situation with this person, that it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision where you weren't making a decision. So like I said, there's new passion or something comes to you, or, maybe it's because it's the new year. It just sparks something in you that there's no point in you trying to nurture this or trying to compromise. It's now about cutting things out, moving things forward, having a stricter tongue about situations, right? So where you haven't been working on balance, I feel like that's what you're going to do. You may take the legal route now if it's a legal situation that you didn't take before. I feel like you didn't want to because you wanted to compromise, but you almost feel like you don't have a choice at this point. Like you don't have a choice and you have to do something different to force some balance in the situation. It could be court for some of you, or it could just be like letting karma and justice take effect in the situation. So, yeah, there's that karma card. Yeah. So something definitely has to change. I feel like I said, you become the bringer or the bringer of destruction to this situation. Not in a bad way, but something that needs to happen. It's like things need to be resurfaced. What they're showing me is like sandblasting. So it's like it needs to be resurfaced. Even though something forceful and dangerous and fast and hard comes towards it, it smooths it out. So, yeah, to this person, it feels extremely unfortunate that this is happening. They feel like everything is just out of whack. But you're doing it out of love and care. You're doing it for the children. You're doing it for this person and who you know that they can be. All right, Cancer. So all you know is you want to hold on to this confident feeling you have. This feeling like you're doing something good for someone else. it's like you're finally getting that movement you need, but you're making it happen. You're manifesting it, you're creating it. But at the same time, you're still holding on to this person in this situation, right? Because, you've been in this compromising mode for quite a long time. So now you think about, are you being nurtured here? You're definitely establishing a new beginning for yourself. Some of you are getting new jobs, new homes, leaving people and getting new homes, new jobs, things that are better for you. Some of you are trying to help people become better so you can still be with them. Okay? That's what I see in love. But even though you may have a connection with this person or soulmate, because I see lots of soulmate cards here. You've tried to nurture this, and I feel like you need to see a new opportunity. It was always an opportunity. There was always a chance, but it never quite got there. And it was like you were holding on to these ideas or these feelings or what you think soulmates are. And now you have to separate yourself from that. Because you're realizing that all you wanted was to be with this person, and you were manifesting that environment. It's like you just got tired of talking to them somewhere in here. You got tired of trying to work it out. It just got old. Okay? Yeah. So you're reestablishing what your goals are. Because I feel like at first you just really wanted to try to work this out and get down to the nitty-gritty of what you needed to do to work this out, but it wasn't really going anywhere. It wasn't really working towards anything. So now you kind of have to reestablish what it is that you're trying to make happen, because it just brought more confusion in where it was supposed to fix the situation. Yeah, I feel like you're going to disconnect from this person because you are starting to understand that it's unhealthy. Even though you love them, even though you're soulmates, even though whatever, it just is unhealthy, the connection. Yeah, you were definitely fighting for the past or for kids or because you had good memories for this person. But I just feel like you were doing it to have a new beginning. You were doing it to spark something new. And it would have helped you better if you knew that you worked on it and made it happen, if that makes any sense, than to just let it go. So that's why you decided to work on it. I feel like the problem is this person just can't see. They have their guard up too much from being hurt. It's like they can't see that you're trying to work on this to release some of the burden and the havoc. Yeah, you're deciding to leave this person. You're deciding to break up with them. You're deciding to split it up, to move away, because you're tired of being hurt in this. Yeah, you're tired of compromise and you want to be happy. It's like you want to work with your future. You want to work with establishing something better. But it almost feels like you've been working with a person who doesn't want to change. And they think that everything is right and that you're wrong. And you're starting to see that. You're starting to see that for yourself. Yeah, now you're deciding to nurture yourself, like I said. Take care of yourself. See? So, basically you have been trying to make something happen because you wanted it to. You've had passion about it. You have feelings about it. It was just all that you knew or all that you could think of, you know. And you weren't getting what you deserved in this situation at all, or this relationship. And now it's time for you to end this cycle and start something new. You know, the Page of Pentacles talks about a lesson. So it's like you've learned a lesson, and now you're going to turn into the Knight of Pentacles, where you take that lesson and move forward. You move on that lesson. And that's what's happening right now. Okay. So I'm going to put you on hold really quick, and we're going to go into your oracle cards. Okay. Hold on. All right, Cancer, let's dive on in. Let's see what your oracle messages will be. Spirit, can I have one card for Cancer for January, please? One card. Freedom Horse. Ooh, I love it. Cancer, January. We have release 2 and 7. That's 9. Your finances and career, wedding, let your friends help you. And what your higher self would like you to know, Cancer, for January. They just told me, like, sometimes things happen that you don't like. And it came out like, you know, sometimes shit happens. Maybe that was the message, because no card is coming out. That's so funny. Health, yeah. I mean, that's as close as you can get, really, huh? Okay. So, the first thing I want to talk about is Freedom Horse. And Freedom Horse is all about you having the freedom of the open field, the open road. You know, you can choose whatever you want to. You're not attached to anything. Okay? Even like I said, some of you are dealing with soulmate situations, and you just feel like you're obligated to, you know, like you're obligated to be a part of this. And that's not true. You're free to do whatever you want. And there does come a time in every situation where you must release yourself in order to be free. It's too much. It's too many burdens. There's too many things happening, and you have to take some time to release yourself. You have been working for so long to balance out this relationship that you haven't been taking the time to balance yourself. You know, I mean, I feel like you have, but it's like you need to separate from it. Like, this is taking up 25% of your 100% that you don't need right now. Okay. Your higher self wants you to know about health, and what they're saying is stress levels. So they're talking about stress levels. It doesn't matter if you think that you can handle it. It does something to your body. Stress does something to your body. They're giving me percentages of things that probably are not real, but they're saying like, basically you could be working at 100%, but stress takes up pieces of that percentage that you could be using for other things or for other parts of your life. You know, it's just time for you to take more care of yourself and to just take care of yourself, because you're something special and you only get one you know? So, in love, this is the one with all the messages. So, some of you are dealing with definitely custody or financial issues or divorces. And I feel like it has a lot to do with commitments or marriages or something ending and it being like a financial issue. So that's why you've been trying to compromise or kind of be work the situation out, you know, that it's cheaper to keep her type of thing. I can't believe I just said that. But it's more like that. Like you're trying to work things out because of what is happening. Some of you have asked friends or family about what you should do and they're giving you like old-timey advice. And I say old-timey because it's generationally not relevant. So it's like you ask your grandmother and your grandmother's like, well, me and your grandpa stayed together for 72 years or whatever, and you know he cheated on me and da da da, but we worked it out because that's just what you did, you know. Times have changed, people have changed, so it's almost like that generational, that idea of love that you're getting advice from, but you need to realize that you are free to take control of your life. And it's time for you to get some clarity about what needs to end, what the truth is, what's real, what's not, da 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 da. Okay? So I love you, Cancer. I wish you nothing but the best forever and ever and always. Bye-bye. Oh, if you need a private reading, come here. I'll help you. Bye.